Hello, it's Pam here from Canterbury Craft NZ. I hope you're all having a lovely Anzac weekend. I am just working on this journal that I'm making for myself at the moment, and it's a mishmash. Everything I do is a mishmash. But I've made some pages. If you saw my reinforcement video, this is an open spine book with reinforcement, and I've used some of these Tim Holt or Ranger tags as pages. So today is ABC April 2025 and I'm up to the letter W, so I'm going to use wallpaper. Now, I got some lovely wallpapers given to me this week, which was really lovely, and thank you Joe for bringing those. But this is one that I purchased off Lily. I'm sorry Lily, I don't know what your handle is on Instagram, but Lily's a New Zealand lady who sells gorgeous vintage wallpapers, and the wallpaper this book is actually made of is what my bedroom had in the 70s, which is beautiful. It's got a little bit of gold in it. I mean, it would be horrible now on your walls, but I just love the paper. It was very nostalgic for me. And this one used to be in our hallway at the same time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually cover this whole tag piece with an interactive piece of wallpaper. The wallpaper is going to be like a door, but I'm just going to cut it out first. So I want to center, sort of make it central to the middle of this pattern, because that's what I like to do. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to get that in the middle. I've got a wee clip here, and just to make sure I smooth that out of the way for now. Find my scissors. I'll just make sure that's lined up properly. Yeah, it's lined up properly. Not quite lined up properly. I need another clip really, don't I? So it might be easier to use a knife, but I don't want to. That'll do it. So I hope everyone's having a lovely Anzac weekend. I've just been pottering around home this morning, watching videos, looking at Margaret's and Tony's. Oh, Tony's new stamps are gorgeous at Crafty by Tony, if you've seen those. I would love to get some of those. It's just the postage is horrendous and way out of my league. But Margaret's new kit is out and it's photography, like what do you call them? Negatives for photos. Fabulous, love it. That'll be a nice wee border for something there. So anyway, that's very easy, isn't it? So I've cut that out. It's got a bend in it, that doesn't matter to me. And that is going to sit on my page here eventually when I finish what I'm doing. So that's it there. It might be a wee bit long, but that's okay. We'll sort that out as we go. So what I'm going to do next is I've got to choose some paper. I've sort of sorted out a few little embellishment things that I can use. But I need to put some paper on this, and this is going to be my focal point. It's going to be behind. This is going to be like a wee door. There's going to be a wee door coming out of here, so it's going to be behind. So I'm looking for the right sort of paper really. I'm going to put this little tall number top, which I think is really lovely. Quite like that. Sorry, put it up where you can see it. Or there's an index page to my beloved A to Z, which actually looks really good too. And then I've just got a piece of dictionary page that's been grunged up a bit. I think I'm going to go for the numbers. I actually really like numbers. Yep. So what I'm going to do is glue this on this way. You won't see all these scruffy edges or anything like that. I'll just grab my glue book for this bit. And we'll pop that on. Which side do I want? Doesn't really matter, does it? I thought it said manure. It's measure. Well, that's not very good, is it? But anyway, so it's a lovely day here in Christchurch, except it is jolly cold. Well, I'm cold anyway. I've got the heaters going. Got my first winter power bill this week. Ooh, that hurt. But that's okay. That's what happens, isn't it, when you have to heat your home. Last year I moved my craft room, because I live alone, I moved my craft room into the lounge, but I was just talking to my son about it this morning. I thought, oh, I like my lounge being my lounge. So I've either got to come up with the power money or move it. Alright, so that's just going over there. I'm just going to ink around these flowers. They're either Canterbury bells or delphiniums. I'm not sure which. I have a lovely botanical book that I've got. I'm always looking out for botanical books. I just love flowers. I spent one weekend just about fussy cutting a book of flowers. But then it's really hard trying to find the one that you want. Which is a bit silly, but never mind. Yeah, so I was watching Tony and Margaret's videos this morning, and I thought, oh, they're just so lovely. And Tony's stamps, oh, I love them. They're gorgeous. So I'm just going to pop that there. And then I've got all these little bits here that I can try and use, some of them. Actually put that behind there, that way. That's quite cool. And maybe just a wee butterfly. It's very samey though, isn't it? Oh, what about this one? Tuck it in up there, I think. That's pretty easy, isn't it? Doesn't take much to embellish these things. I'm just going to remove that. No. And ink these up. Yeah, I quite like using wallpaper in my journals, but this is just me playing for my sake. I just really wanted to have something pretty for me. I don't often keep my journals. I either give them away or sell them, or oopsie, just pulled that flower off, so I'll just have to put that to one side. A bit more delicate, Pamela. I'm just using glue stick because I want to fiddle around a bit with this. And I'll just put that there actually. Quite nice. Because glue stick's a bit easier to manoeuvre if you're putting tags and goodness knows what in. I'm not really sticking these on yet, but that doesn't look straight, but it is. That's weird. Perhaps it's a wee bit out. Fix it up in a minute. around the wrong way. Just got some more numbers going down that side. I'm just going to see if I can remove this without ripping it. Yeah, no I can't. That's alright. It is what it is. It won't really matter because it's going to be covered a lot anyway. Right, so now I've got my tag piece, which I'm going to ink around the edges as well. A minute. It's lovely to texturise this paper. I think after this phase it was like the glitter phase where you painted over all these things to make them one colour. If you remember that back in the late 70s, early 80s. Right, so we have it there. So I'm going to just do a few measurements with my ruler. And we're just going to measure down there. So that's just under an inch. So if I make that an inch from the top. Where's my pencil? I'll just do it on the back so it's easier to do. What I'll do is I'll just draw a line across there. Okay, and how much are we from the bottom? I'd say 3/4 of an inch from the bottom, but I'm going to do an inch because this is just slightly long. Actually, do I want an inch? Sorry, let's do that again. If that's an inch, maybe a wee bit longer. Let's do this. Let's just make sure we are lined up. Hang on, where's my other tag? Just want to make sure it's just slightly out of the bottom, isn't it? It's hardly worth worrying about, really. Right, so we're going to do an inch, 3/4 of an inch, I think, 3/4. Yep, 3/4 of an inch from the bottom. Line it up with that. Oh, that didn't even mark. And then from the side, that's 3/4 of an inch, and that is 3/4 of an inch. Oh, got that quite smack bang in the middle, really, didn't I? So I've got 3/4 of an inch here, and 3/4 of an inch here. Just check that's 3/4 of an inch. Yep. Oops, and then I'll just line that up there. So that's even. Straight. You're probably wondering what I'm doing, but there is a method to this. And it does create quite a nice little. Oh, hang on, what have I got here? It's got out, isn't it? There we go. We're even there. Right, that's good. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to cut around 3 sides. I'm going to make sure I want to know which side I I'm going to keep closed, which I think I'm going to keep this side closed. So I need to open up this side. So I'll just get my craft knife. Quite often with wallpaper, I use it as an interactive element, like, and I put a pocket or something behind it, but today I'm just doing something pretty behind it because it's got a pocket on it, the next page, so, or an envelope. So I just want to make it, oh, I've done exactly what I shouldn't have done, but never mind, doesn't matter, it's opening on the other side now. Not thinking, too busy talking, not thinking. It's a good thing about junk journaling, isn't it? You can do it either side. It's going to open the other way. It's okay. Don't do the same mistake again, Pam. That's a bit silly. Right. There we go. So I've got a little door. I'll just get my ruler. Line it up against the part you want to hinge. Just fold that backwards. That's it. And fold it the other way. You can score it if you want to. There we go. There's our wee door. Okay, so I'm just going to anchor around that. Oopsie. And then this. So that's going to sit over there. Right. Next job is to make sure that's all pressed down. Get your dark glitter. You need some quite, oh gosh, heavy glue for this. You know, good adhesive for wallpaper because it is a bit heavier than normal paper. Is that going to come out? Oh yeah, it's going to work. Yay! Take a wee bit of gluing. Five minutes later she'll be there. I have made one mistake, but we will fix that very shortly. So then that just glues on there. I'm not actually going to glue that right down there yet. I am going to put, whoops, wrong. So, one of these. black one. Come on, before the glue dries. Put that through there. Sorry, I'm not doing too well here, am I? Talk about fiddly. Fiddly. Alright, there we go, got it through. Right, let's see if that'll stick now. Hopefully it will. There we go. That's it. Done. Phew. Good save, Pam, good save. Right, so there we have our little hidey hole done. Very easy. Very, very easy. Oh, I didn't realise they came with screws. That's cool. And that's just your wee hinge to keep it closed, so you can look behind, and then you open it up and you've got your little book here. So I'm just going to make that crease a little bit. Excuse me. A bit more definite. So you're looking through your journal and you come across this page. Obviously there's your envelope on that side and it's got the wallpaper in front of it, behind it, sorry, and then you open that up and here you've got a little hidey hole with a nice little picture there, and that's it. Now at the top this page does have a wee hole, so I will put a hole in it like this. Oh baby. Doesn't need reinforcing because it is reinforced already. And then I will just put another little something. Calico here, I wonder if that will work. Calico on that's a bit silly, isn't it? Getting quite glamorous wallpaper and you're going to put calico on it. Or have we got some nice lace, or that's quite pretty even though it's sort of neutral, isn't it? So we'll go with that. I might do a double. I'm going to craft a lunch here. I had a big tidy up on my desk yesterday and it's much better, thank goodness. Oh, I'm being fiddly, aren't I? Hang on, let's get that sorted properly. You there. You're there. Wind it round. And through. Ah, this one. No, I'm going to have another go. Sorry. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, it was a wee bit too long, so just get rid of it and then I'll be able to do it better. Actually, I'll try it upside down because it's a bit easier for me. There you go. And I'm just going to get one more little embellishment, I think, to go on here. What have we got here? We've got one tail, two tails. Some of the tails have gone AWOL. One of the tails has gone AWOL. There it is there. That's okay. Just make that look pretty. Get it in the right way. I'm just going to get a little embellishment to go in the middle there. Won't be a second. So what have we got over there? Hasn't got a shank on it anymore, what a shame. Oh, I know what would look good. A charm hanging from it. Right, I'm going back to the drawing board, wait a sec. We go. What a gold one. That's a little gold bee, that's cute. Alright. It's been glued, doesn't it? Before that's right. What's that? What's that one? Little antique key. I might put a couple of keys actually. That one. There we go, I'm going to put 3 keys. Just because I can. So I will. And then grab a ball pin. Glue all over my fingers. Pop that through there. Alright. Got more thumbs today, aren't I? Right, there we go. Right, so there we have our little page in our book. We've got the little bow, which is quite cute. Then it's got the little keys hanging from it. Just adds another little something. I might take that bigger one off if it gets too annoying. And then we have a little cluster in the middle. And that's using our lovely wallpaper. So, I'm really pleased with that page. I hope you enjoyed that little video. Wallpaper's really good. You can use it like this little strip here, you could use for a trim somewhere on another page, just to tie it into the back of the book maybe. You know, I could use it down there. In fact, that's probably quite a good idea, using a bit of that for that. And yeah, so it's another page in my book completed. And I like lots of little tassels and bows and goodness knows what hanging off my books, so very happy with this way this one's coming along. So have a lovely afternoon. I hope you enjoy this video, and if you do enjoy it and watch it through, please like and subscribe. I really need your encouragement at the moment. Yeah, it'll be lovely. Okay, have a good day. Bye.